Hello everyone, welcome back to Pris Corner with me Pris. I hope you're okay wherever you are. Today, on What's Real or Not episodes, I am discussing another new Japanese comic manga series titled Welcome to Host Detective Agency. This series was created by Makoto Tateno and only contains 5 volumes. If you want to know more about this series, I will leave the details in the link in the description box below. And if you want to support me further, I will leave the link in the description box below as well. I already concluded that the series was based by 5% fantasy, 5% gray area, and 90% real. So as per usual, we'll start from the fantasy part, then move on to the gray area, and lastly on the real part. So let's dive in. Firstly, about the fantasy part, I think it's about the Stalker Case at the very first beginning of this series, when one of the female clients of Akechi requested Akechi Detective Services, which means Kobayashi and Rindo are the one who basically work in the field and investigate, And basically this client has been followed by a stalker, and also the stalker has been sent her threatening letters. That's why the condition is so concerning for her. That's why she requested the detective services. And when Kobayashi and Rindo investigate this case and finally caught the perpetrator, apparently the perpetrator or the stalker is none other than her best friend, which I think it's happened because she is jealous. That's why she became the stalker and stalked her best friend and sent her threatening letters as well. I kind of forget how it's ended though, but the case has been solved nicely, or maybe I would say fine, because the female client not report it to the police. So basically things don't become more complicated. But I just think that maybe the case kinda ends quite nicely. That's why I put in the fantasy part, because most of the cases that happen throughout the series able to resolve peacefully, I guess, or nicely done, which I don't think it's happened in real life, because some people can get away with their crimes, That's why I put it in the fantasy part, I know maybe because for the sake of the series, and also because it's not a longer series, it's just a short series, only contain 5 volumes. But I think it's already did a good job, even though it's only 5 volumes. But I just think the ending has been placed too neatly or too nicely, in my opinion, because real life doesn't work like that. And that's all for the fantasy part. Let's move on to the gray area. For the gray area, I will talking about the connection that the lady killer hosts have. Like Akechi have a connection with a mafia leader and a police inspector, and also with Sigure as an informant that can find anything that you wanted, and also Akane and Shiranui that have connection with other hosts as well. I know it's happened because they maintain a good relationship with those people as well, but I mean it's just too neat, but it could possibly happen, but at the same time it could not be possible to happen. That's why I put it in a gray area. Secondly, I think it's about the timing, when Kobayashi or Window basically being pushed into the corner, there's always a help that coming to save them in a way, like a police officer or maybe one of the mafia, and sometimes other hosts as well, It happens because of the connections that their senior host and the lady killer have, But I just think the timing is just too perfect, because in real life it cannot be always happen like that, like every single time the help coming at the right time, It could possibly happen maybe because of the sheer luck, or maybe they have a good luck, but it could not be possible to happen, I mean, because it's happened too often in my opinion. That's why I put it in the gray area. And I think that's all for the gray area. Let's move on to the real part. For the real part, firstly, I think about the case itself, like how the crime being carried out or executed, and also the perpetrator's motive mostly happen because of jealousy and greed, which I think is close to the truth. That's why I put it in the real part. And secondly, I think it's about the interaction and dynamics between each characters, whether the villains or the antagonists, also the anti-heroes, the protagonists, and the people who are in the neutral area as well. Their interaction is really interesting to me because it would seem like real people, That's how real people react. Like not everything is always going so smooth sailing, and peacefully. Sometimes there is a little bit tension, and problem arises as well that can become a little argument or even a big argument, which I think is close to the truth. But you can see how people that are against each other, when face a common enemy, they finally able to work hand in hand and working together to defeat that common enemy, And like I said in the preview episodes, the series basically teach you about how cruel the world can be, even though just a little bit, and also teach you to see which people that you can trust and which people that you cannot trust, and lastly learn to believe in someone and trusting someone else, because I think there are kind people out there. You just have to be paying attention enough in order to find it, and find the kind people that match to you as well. Overall, I think this series has a lot to offer, especially the moral value lessons, like how to basically solving problems, complicated problems as well, like Siranui case with his ex-wife that addicted to marijuana or Mary Jane in the series, how to get out from a scam business as well, and other things like that. So you're gonna get a glimpse into how the real world works, And I think I shouldn't spoil the series too much. If you are interested, please check out this series for yourself, because I think it'll be more fun and interesting if you read it by yourself, This is just to give you a little bit insight into what you're getting in this series, And I think that's all for the What's Real or Not episodes. Again, I'm sorry if there is wrong grammar or mispronunciation along the way, but I hope you bear with it and still can enjoy the episodes. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram to know what kind of content that I'm gonna be uploading. Lastly, don't forget to stay tuned on my KoFi page or any other podcast platform that you're listening right now. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.